I remember one time me and two of my buddies, like I got my attorney. I gave my attorney like $1,000, and I could go in there and tell him I'm going to fucking San Francisco for 5 days. And this motherfucker went in there and told them, and I got 5 days off.
Yeah, you got a 5 day pass.
They asked me for everything: plane tickets, hotels. The plan was, this is how fucking cokey and fiendy I was. I bought 2 tickets for San Francisco. I got hotel rooms for 3 of us. And I had a friend of mine in San Francisco go to that hotel and take the calls in my hotel room. He was going to check in as me. Bro, it was a horrible scam. But for me to do what I wanted to do with my buddies, we wanted to go to Aspen, rent a hotel room, and snort coke.
Fuck.
My buddies flew out from Jersey. I pick them up at the airport Monday at lunchtime.
Wait. So were you already in? You're already in Aspen, but
I'm living in Boulder.
So you told them you were going to be in San Francisco. Got it. Oh.
I tell the probation officers that if my friends are flying in, I'm going to bring them back to Boulder. We're going to get something to eat, and then we're going to drive back to Stapleton Airport at the time. This is way before the airport that's there now. And we're going to fly out to San Francisco around 8 o'clock.
How long is that flight?
To San Francisco?
Yeah.
In those days, 3 hours. We got there at 11 or something.
Okay.
I don't know what time exactly. That was the plan. Well, let me tell you something, guys. They come over, I pick them up, and their package is ginormous.
A big old, like, rock coke?
I'm talking 2 ounces of coke for 3 days.
Damn. You guys brought snow to the snow.
Doug, this motherfucker came in, and because it was 2 of my buddies. One was very conservative, but he snorted like all of us. But the other guy was just a wild man. He wasn't in my house 2 minutes. He was showing it to me. It was 2 pieces. He broke it. We grinded up. We started snorting. Do you know we're in there about an hour and a half talking, and there's a door knock. And it's my motherfucking probation officer.
And it's you and 3 dudes in the room.
2 dudes. And we're upstairs. And he's knocking. And then about 20 minutes, he leaves, and my phone rings. Oh, we're fucking paranoid. I'm busted. He catches me. He's going to piss me. He kept calling the house. Then he left, and I saw that he went up the corner and parked. Then he took off, and me and my buddies got in that fucking rented car and took the fuck off. And he asked me what happened, and I told him that my friends got delayed.
Oh, good. Yeah, as long as you show up late like that.
And that was it. I got away with it. He knew.
Yeah.
When I got back on Sunday, because I got back on Sunday, to him, I was getting back Sunday or something, but I really got back on Friday, and those guys were leaving Friday, so that would give me a couple days to clean off, and I would have to go see him on Monday. Yeah, it was something crazy. The coke we were doing coke that I would have 72 hours to clean out.
Yeah, and
that would be sweating, flushing. I would drink fucking Maalox, vinegar. Dog, I drank a bottle of vinegar one time and still came up hot.
Yeah?
Light distilled vinegar with Gatorade, dog. Not even mixed. I would take a sip of the vinegar and then drink the fucking Gatorade. You have no idea what I did for that shit. You have no idea. On a Monday morning, I would wake up and I'd call and it'd be my color. Oh. And I would have to run and go. You want another water?
Yes.
I would have to run and go to the fucking Safeway and get fucking a bottle of white distilled vinegar. The big one. 32 ounces, whatever that big one is. Not the little one, guys.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
about.
And
I would open it up in my counter, and I would stand over the fucking, what's the sink?
Yeah.
And I would drink a fucking blast of vinegar.
Would you throw up ever?
Sometimes. Then I drink the fucking, just thinking about it. Oh, my God.
Yeah, fuck.
And there's nothing in your piss to tell them that you just drank a bottle of vinegar?
It doesn't matter.
Listen, it didn't matter. I never passed it with that shit. I didn't start. I had to break the machine. I would put like pool cleaner. I would put pool cleaner in my turtleneck because I'm uncircumcised.
Wait, if you
you got to put bleach or some shit right there
on your dick.
Well, if you knew you were going to do that, why did you keep drinking the vinegar?
Because at that time, everybody said that if you drank vinegar and cranberry juice, you would beat coke. I drank vinegar, a thing of Gatorade, a gallon of cranberry juice, a gallon of water. I mean, when I walked in there, my piss was negative water. Like, it was just, it was crystal clear, my system, and I still came back positive.
Fuck. It must have been like...
That was one of the... Lee, just walking around knowing you're going to get a piss test is a horrible, and not like mailmen. Mailmen might get tested, and they can go 8 years without getting tested. I'm talking about when you know you're going to get tested once a week. And whatever you do on Friday is not going to be out of your system by Monday morning. And the more you get high on Friday, they're going to catch you on a Monday.
And it's always on a Monday because they know the weekend is where the real party's
the weekends are the real party's at.
So why even... Like, is that why people run? Like, I'm surprised if you know you're going to get a hot test and go back to jail. Why do you even go in and do the piss test?
Because you take a chance. I don't know how your probation, but I remember my parole officer would be like, look, dog, if you're going to get fucking high, tell me. I don't need to do the paperwork. Are you going back in? You're working a little bit. They kind of were lenient with you if you were showing progress. They're like, all right, look, we're going to put you in a class. I'm not going to lock you up.
They weren't showing me no leniency because I was involved in a drug case. So they went after my drug use. They knew. So
Joey was showing bleach dick.
Oh, my God. You have no idea the things I did as a fiend in those days. It took my dick to heal like 10, 11 years.
Oh, my God.
I had blotches on my helmet. I wouldn't even ask people to suck my dick. I was scared that they thought I was like a leper. I had pieces of skin missing off my helmet. It was disgusting for years.
Was it like albino-ish?
No, because I put Drano on my dick one
because
time.
it was burning away.
And I busted that fucking machine that time, and they knew. I busted that machine like 3 times.
That's
they didn't trust me.
fucking hilarious.
One time I put Drano, and the thing was flowing. It was... Drano is the worst drug. It was a terrible 2 years for me, guys.
Was it by your piss hole? You put Drano, like, I know you're talking about, I'm not circumcised either. I'm not even trying
put a piece of Drano to cover my dick, like Jesus. They put him in a cave with that rock in front of it. And then when he pushed it, that was the Drano. That was the Drano. I would put that's how I would hide it, because they were starting to look at my dick.
Yeah.
Like, I would have to take my dick and show it to the probation officer and go, see, I got nothing.
Oh, fuck.
Because there was a dude named Norm Ouellette. Norman Ouellette was a bad motherfucker. This guy was doing pounds of blow in his fucking halfway house room. But he had devised a thing where he got a hot water bottle, the old school, what your mom used to wash a monkey once a month when he got a period. It was a hot water bottle with a hose. He made a skinny hose, and he'd scotch tape it to his dick all the way down the bottom. Oh. And when he had a piss, he had a device, and he'd sit there and go, I can't pee. And he'd be pumping his arm, and the piss would come out, and he'd be clean all the time. Stormin' Norman figured out a way how to go in there with his jaw going. And let me tell you something else about Stormin' Norman. Stormin' Norman was one of the best car salesmen I ever saw in my life, dog. Stormin' Norman could go into a store and cause havoc on a real basis. He worked with me for 2 months, and I learned more for Stormin' Norman. And he wasn't a thief car salesman.
He was honest?
A very good car salesman. He just knew how to put you in a bind.
What was his approach? Like, put you in a bind, or was he...
Tell you that your car's a piece of shit. Tell you how bad it was going to last. Tell you what the value was on it, why it wasn't going to work out for you. You're a nice person. You're a family. You got 3 kids. You can't count on that fucking car. And I don't want you to drive that car no more. Come on. Come on inside. I'm going to take care of you. Let me show you this car. And meanwhile, every car he made $1,000 profit. He was a great fucking salesman. But he couldn't stay clean, Stormin' Norman. Stormin' Norman was worse than I was at that time. Stormin' Norman made me look like a fucking choir boy.